right, so we get here and we get in an even smaller hotel room.
Oh, goodness.
With no windows.
No windows.
So no
very
sunlight.
small room. 2 double beds. Apparently, Karen wants to remodel the table.
Because she has this box under her feet.
No,
that she
it's
can't
because
move.
she has that box behind her back.
Thanks.
Big booty-itis is what we call that.
No windows, no airflow, no sunlight.
Well, you had an air conditioner.
No air.
I know, but you had an air conditioner. Most people that come, I would say most people that come here do not want to open the windows and have the hot air.
I do.
They want air conditioning.
No,
Because
I live in
it's
Thailand.
hot.
I want the air.
Trust me, it's hot. It's very hot. So, and I don't want to hear none of y'all talking about that dry heat shit.
We in the desert.
Super tiny room, 2 double beds, I think.
Yeah, that were
A small
very
bathroom, a shower you couldn't turn around in.
and that leaked everywhere.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that they put one of the glass kind of sliding doors on it, but they didn't seal the bottom.
We got
So
there.
the water just hits the glass, rolled down, and rolled right out of the thing. So then that made no sense.
The lights stopped working.
Yeah, but I'm not
in
gonna
the
fault.
morning.
I'm not gonna fault anybody about their lights because I mean, a light bulb goes out. Well, if you have an LED light panel and it goes out, its life ends. You have to replace it. It just happened to happen when we were there. Because as soon as they replaced it, it was just fine. So there was nothing wrong. It was just the light fixture went out.
I don't know how you were supposed to get into that closet because it was really.
I mean, if you were one person or 2 people and just 1 or 2 pieces of luggage, you had plenty of room.
not to get over there.
Yeah, to get over there, you had plenty of room
because it wasn't our luggage that was in the way.
No,
It was
I'm just
the
saying that
bed
you still had room. You could walk over, you could open the door, you could stand inside and then get whatever you need to get, close the door and walk back. You could, but it wasn't super comfortable, but you could do it. And most people are not your size.
So,
You're a kind of a big, large person.
yeah.
So there's
Small
that.
for a giant.
So we got there, we got in late night. We didn't even talk about the guy in his scarf trying to tie down our bags at the
I
airport.
have a picture of that, actually.
That was interesting. We're going
Put
from
it
the
up here.
airport to the hotel. We told them that we needed a very large vehicle because of course we have all these bags, 4 big fat people, and the guy comes in a vehicle that probably I don't think it would have
wouldn't
held
fit
the
us.
4 of us.
Yeah, it wouldn't have fit us.
So there's that. And so then the guy wanted to load up the back, try to put 4 of us inside, there were only 2 seats, and then puts things on top of the vehicle, which is fine. You could put things on the top. It was made for that. But he only had his scarf that he had around his neck, and he was going to try to tie down one of the bags with the scarf
2
and
of
then
the bags.
leave. No, 1.
No.
No, he was going to tie one bag down, and the other bag was just going to sit in front of it, hoping it doesn't just.
4 bags on that thing.
There were 4 on the top.
Yeah, well, he wasn't getting
He's
all
trying
of
to-
them
I know.
tied
You
down.
had 2 with the scarf. That was never going to work.
I don't.
It was the big brown one, and I think the red one. It was those 2.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to get it. I mean, the other ones were not going to ever be there. They were just going to be held in by hope,
And
Yeah.
heat.
promise.
Yeah.
Hope and heat.
So,
Wishing a dream.
and so we were. I was like, look, this is not going to work. One, we were not going to get in the vehicle. We were not going to. The 4 of us were not going to make it in the vehicle anyway.
That
so,
thing wouldn't have moved if we all.
So I was
got
like,
it.
okay, you need to get another vehicle. Somebody else get over here to take some of the luggage and 2 people, and we'll just split up. And that's not like a big deal for us, but that's what needed to happen. So he went looking for a guy and blah blah blah.
I called the hotel and said, listen, the thing you sent us is way too small.
I don't think that guy even worked for the hotel though. He was just a guy.
He was a guy that they keep using.
They keep using, but he's not a guy that
No.
like. It wasn't like you've got a special vehicle. Because basically they called that same guy and then kept blowing smoke up our ass when we were leaving, talking about, oh, a big van, a big van, a big van. It's like, dude, you called the same guy.
Yeah.
You're just lying now because you called the exact same guy to come get us because that's who picked us up. But he knew when he came back that, yes, he needed another vehicle then because he wasn't going to get us in his. He's a nice guy, but, you know.
Needs some rope.
Yeah, he needs to carry rope.
And the guy that he got,
The
with
taxi
the other
driver.
car, you said, do you have rope? He's like, yes.
Of course.
He did not have rope.
What did
He
he have?
had a t-shirt that had been cut in strips and then tied
No,
together.
that's rope.
Would it
then.
work?
I know, that's rope.
He
I
tied
don't- it
that
was
stuff
not
down.
I know, if
Put
you
it
tied
in.
it down, then.
He's like, yes, I have rope. He pulled out the equivalent of a freaking really long shoestring.
But that's rope.
It worked.
I know. What are you talking about? You can get out of prison that way. What's the problem?
You can use a sheet. Why can't you
Right.
use a t-shirt?
I mean, what is rope?
I don't know. Braided.
Yeah, but
Thicker.
you know, it doesn't. It needs to be strong enough to do the job.
And he did the job.
Right. I had no problem with that. He secured everything. Nothing was moving. It's all good. It's just the guy with the scarf had nothing else,
Right.
so he wasn't going to secure anything.
No. And
Hit
the
a bump
scarf,
and our shit is going over.
and the
you know.
scarf wasn't even long enough to tie.
Yeah, they kept trying to push and pull and pull and push. And like, man, y'all gotta stop this. All right, so we get to the hotel late night, and next day we have to find a place to live
Yes.
because
We have
the
one
day after that we check out,
Yeah, we have one day.
and so then we go on our trek.
Mind you, I would like to remind everyone, at this point I'm still dealing with blood clots, so I'm still struggling to breathe. And we have a lot of stairs to climb.
But how are you breathing today?
I'm a lot better today. I had like two things yesterday where I had some pain in my chest and I was struggling to breathe, but my shortness of breath is maybe just a teeny hint there, but no pains today.
All right, so we get to walking around the city. We drove over here to Giza. We were on the other side of the Nile, so we drove over here, and we start looking at. We went to one place. We only looked at two places, right?
We only looked at two places.
We went to the first place, elevator from hell.
Oh,
I don't even
my
know how.
God.
If Aaron got in there, that would have all been that was in there was
Well,
Aaron.
I said to Aaron, the elevator was so small that you would have been able to put two suitcases in it, push the button, and somebody at the top would have to take them out because you could not get in it with a suitcase.
it was scary. They had the elevators that you see in the movies where the elevator goes down the middle of the building and it's all open. You can see all the workings of the elevator. It goes down the middle and then the stairwells go around the elevator. That's what we're looking at. So that place, and it was super dark. I mean, super bright outside and super dark in the building where you needed the light of your phone just to see the stairwells.
There's no light
It
in
was
the
way
stairway.
bad. It was not cool. The apartment was not small. It was a pretty good size. It was furnished. It had a layer of dust
Sand?
and sand that was real thick.
Yeah.
Like nobody had been in there for quite some time.
Right, like
for that to have built up the way it was.
The one they had two living room areas, and in one of them there was like a little sand dune in the corner.
It was quite not clean.
All I could think of was if we take this place, because I liked the stove. The stove was really nice.
You
We're
said
gonna-
it had 2 bathrooms, right?
It had 2 bathrooms and the stove was like a 6-burner stove, but it was filthy. We would have had to get someone to go in and clean
Oh
it.
no, someone would have been us. We couldn't afford to get
We
anybody.
couldn't afford it,
So
but-
I don't know what you're talking about. We would have been gotten.
We would have spent the entire day
trying to clean that place out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was treacherous.
Yeah, it was. I'm not a duster, but damn.
No, this wouldn't have been dust. This was
It
grab
was
a shovel.
sand.
Grab a shovel.
It was
Grab a
really-
shovel. Throw it out the window. Grab a shovel.
Yeah, it was bad.
So then we came to this place. Went through. It was of course nicer as far as the way it looks. 4th floor walk up,
And only one bathroom.
1 bathroom, but
Teeny weeny tiny little stove.
look, large bathroom.
I think we've gotten pretty good on this trip about having 1 bathroom.
Yeah, we're back to Benji, man.
Except for we've got like 15 times the space.
No, I'm saying we're back to Benji with
Yeah.
1 bathroom.
And all the stairs and no elevator.
Well, we don't have all the stairs. We only have 4 floors of stairs.
We only have 82 stairs, not
So,
127.
It's not 8 floors of stairs.
It's not bad to walk up when you're not carrying.
Yeah, bringing the luggage up was
Brutal.
You broke one of them.
Yeah, I tried to do the Chinese thing where they
Put
put
it
it
on
on the
the
back and then they walk up. But
That's how
I
I-
left the handle kind of halfway up because I was pulling it, and then I picked it up and grabbed it, and then I got to 1 step and I must have tilted up just a teeny bit too much, and the bag just slowly fell back, and I wasn't gonna try to spin around and try to catch it, and it went fap, and it snapped the little.
My
thing right off.
suitcase.
Oh God, nobody cares.
I care.
Man, please. You don't even use the wheels on those things. You don't even use it.
It wasn't the wheel. It was the.
No, I'm saying you don't use the wheels.
Oh, yeah.
You're not pushing these. And if you did, it's so tall, you can use the regular cloth part of handle. You didn't need that handle because you were so tall.
True.
So that I'm not worried about. I mean, that of all the bags, that's the last one I need to worry about. We have to put because the handle only went up that far.
Perfect height.
No, for you it'd have been too tall. You'd been walking around like this because you're this tall. Anyway.
I wish he was lying. He's
So we
not.
tried to, we finagled and dealt and got this
Negotiated.
for hours. Left and came back, and finally we was able to move in on Monday, which meant that guy came back to the hotel, picked us up, brought us here. We railed everything upstairs, and we were here for basically a week. We went over to the school, checked it out. It's a learning center, much like what we dealt with in Benji.
We have truly started over.
And we started work on Saturday. So we basically got a week of kind of sitting around and getting used to being here before
Which
we...
I think my body needed after the flight, because getting off of the plane, I was really struggling. Like my breathing was really super labored, and I was worried for a minute that maybe I flew too soon, but we couldn't have stayed in London anymore.
Right, you had to go, and your doctor said
He
you were
said
okay.
we tried to change the flight to earlier, like Thursday or Friday, and they were completely booked. They didn't have any empty seats on those flights. And so it was probably a good thing that we waited until Saturday, because the doctor had told me I was free to fly after the 2nd or the 3rd. But the luggage
That's-
situation was a trip. I've never ever seen it take.
What's the luggage situation you're referring
When we
to?
were in the airport in Cairo, we get over to our carousel. Now, it took us a long time to get to the carousel.
Well, we had to go through buying the visa and then going
Go
through
through immigration.
Immigration really wasn't a hassle though.
No,
No,
not
it
at
was
all.
Walk through, hand passport. Okay, bye.
Stamp.
Right.
Bye.
Um, But between the time we landed and the time we got to the luggage carousel, it was a good hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours.
Well, see, the thing is, the bags came. I think there was a lot of bags on that
Yes.
flight.
Was it in London?
Where the
Yeah,
guy says 270.
Yeah, 270 bags.
Yeah.
On that plane.
And that didn't count what went in the cabin. That
Right.
only counted
That was
what
what
went
was
under the plane.
Because he
So-
was sitting there like, we don't have enough space for all these bags. We have to do something because we have 270 bags in here right now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
mother of pearl.
Oh yeah.
We
were walking
by
in
him on
when
the
he said it.
escalator.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
I get
I
that
missed that
baggage
one.
was going to take a long time, but see, I had put my camera, which I don't think I'll do again. I checked it, which I think I kind of needed to check it because based on how much space we had
Yeah.
in the cabin anyway, there
Yeah.
wasn't much space. But it was a special checked bag because it was fragile and blah blah blah. So I did the special check bag for the camera bag, but I didn't know where to pick it up, and nobody could really tell me where to pick it up.
Because there wasn't a special place.
Well, there was a special place for lost luggage, but there
Right.
wasn't a special place for you checked it as a special bag. Now come over here and get it.
Right.
Yeah, no.
They put it on the carousel. Well, we didn't know that, so we got most of our bags, and I think we were waiting for one other bag.
Right. We had 12 of the 14 or
Yes. We were missing Keegan's carry-on and your camera bag.
Right, and so we were, waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's like this shouldn't take this long, and then all of a sudden, no new bags are coming, and so then I went over to the lost place because that's where the baggage people told me to go. Go over there. You talk to the guy, and he's like, "Go look in this space, see if your bag is over there." And I'm thinking to myself, why would my bag be in like some random space over here? I walked over, the waft of garbage just hit me in the face. It was bags that people had not collected over a long period of time that apparently had food items in it.
ew.
And the heat and the rooms, and they were just piled up bags. I was like, why would my bag ever end up over here? We just got here. So I was like, yeah, no. I don't think my bag's over here. So I walked back to the guy, and he made a phone call, and he said, wait 10 minutes. That's all he said. I was like, okay, so I'm thinking I have to come back to him in 10 minutes. And then I walk back over, and then they're showing, the bag's here. And it's like, oh, they were putting it, there were more bags coming off of the plane.
Yeah, in the time that you left, Mommy went and left and got SIM cards. So Keegan and I are standing there, and we're in a line from each
Because they
other.
have 4 trolleys full of luggage.
No, I'm saying all 4 of us were in a line from each other. So you were in front of us, Daddy was behind us, and we're looking back and forth, not being able to tell you anything. But they started putting the bags with the fragile stickers on in a whole group. Because there were the ones that weren't being claimed that were just going around, and then all the fragile things started coming out, and then Keegan's popped up, and then yours popped up, and we were standing there, and it's like, and you were sitting there going
Yeah, I'm like,
this, and I'm
is
like,
anything-
I can't say anything.
Well, no, but you could have said, it's here.
I was saying,
I saw it.
one moment.
You're telling me one moment
Yeah.
from across the damn thing. That one moment ain't gonna. That doesn't tell me anything. That doesn't tell me do I need to stay in line. You could have said come back. It's here. You could have done anything, but you just kept doing this.
Look, we were all tired, man.
No. I wasn't that tired, but I was worried about my camera equipment because we wouldn't be doing this right now if we don't have that bag.
Yeah, and your tripod is broken.
Yes, tripod suffered.
I wonder if we can make a claim.
No, I doubt it. They told us, remember at the thing, they were like, "You sure you want to have it out here? Are you sure you want to have it out here?" And I was like, "Yeah," because one, I had nowhere else to put it.
Where's the sleeve for it?
It still wouldn't have. It still would have been outside the bag.
Yeah.
I would have had to put it in a suitcase or something. So tripod works for now. It can be adjusted, but it's not as secure, and it's a photo tripod. I need a video tripod with my Blackmagic 6K. Are you sure? If you want to find the Traveling Farrs, you can find us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, and wherever the awesome podcasts are sold for free. at the Traveling Fars. If you like the Instagram or the Twitters, Traveling Fars. If you want to send Karen an email at travelingfars@gmail.com. And the blog space, where you can find all the past episodes, all the good stuff that we've ever done, at thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry.
And go to the Patreon. Patreon.com/thetravelingfars.
BTS.
We've got things for you.
BTS.
We've got nice little goodies.
So sign up down there for the Patreon.
Many different plans for you to choose from.
And if you want to keep the podcast going, which we need to keep the podcast going, if you want to help with that, where can they go?
GoFundMe, the Traveling Fars,
Or
Cash App.
you have to give me the Cash App stuff so I can put it out there so that they can see it.
$, the Traveling Fars.
That's it? That's all they need?
That's all they need.
Oh, well, shit. That was easy. Now you
And
got it. Now you know.
I learned something this
No
week
one's half the
that
battle.
you can send money through Cash App and not get taxed on it. Like
Yeah,
you do
the whole okay.
PayPal
So
and-
Patreon is for keeping the podcast and giving you some extra content and all that good stuff. The GoFundMe, they take a cut.
They
So
do.
some people don't like the idea that they take a cut.
And so does PayPal.
But the Cash App,
It's literally just boom boom.
cash.
You
So
get it in 30 seconds.
use whatever you want to use. You know, use whatever it is that so we can keep the podcast going and keep bringing you content from here. We keep taking photos every day of things that we're seeing and posting them to the Instagrams and the Twitters. I'm putting them on, the Twitter is going straight to my account. Are you sharing? Because sharing is caring. Are you sharing on the Traveling Fars the things that I post to the Insta or to the Twitter? That would be a no.
On the Twitter,
Yeah, on the Twitters.
I try to.
Try to. But the Instagram, I'm definitely doing that every day, so you guys can see what we're seeing. You can see the dustiness. I don't know what's gonna happen the first. I was thinking about this the other day. The first
Rain.
sandstorm.
Oh.
Rain.
Talking about rain.
No, the first sandstorm that comes through and we have to close everything up. And the heat, oh boy.
Turn on the air conditioners.
I thought it was very interesting last night when we were walking back, our first night walking back, how bright it actually was.
Yeah, it's
And
really
how
bright.
many people are actually out at
10 something
10,
at night.
11 o'clock at night, and how many shops are still just full blown, just going, which was quite interesting.
And it's really cool.
And it's super cool on the street.
Yeah, like the metal on the windows was actually cold to the touch.
Yeah, it gets down into the 70s at night right now.
Yeah.
So it's getting cool, very cool. It's in the 90s to 100s in the daytime, somewhere around there. And this is the cool time of year. This is what they want to call winter. Even though the subtropics really don't have winter, but trying to explain that to people that have been saying winter their whole life.
I had to explain
You
that.
just let
yesterday.
them go with it because they don't really they're gonna argue with you no matter what, and it's but they don't have winter in Miami, but they're in the subtropics too. But you have winter, and you're in the subtropics. Sorry, you don't have winter.
And also, you're in a desert. You don't have winter.
So anyway, that's it.
Winter involves snow and ice.
Well, no, winter might not involve snow and ice, but
Isn't that the
I don't know.
characteristic of winter?
It is for us. I don't think that's a defining characteristic for everybody in the world. All right. What is winter? Look that up. You guys done?
Yes.
You guys done? Say goodbye to the people.
5 people.
Peace.